Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a reading today. It's been a little bit since I did a reading. I've been going through a lot of stuff, just like everybody has been, and I've been sitting in a place of trying to be seen and reveal myself and show you that I am right there with you guys, that I'm going through these things at the same time, and a lot of the time, our personal journey reflects a lot of your personal journey. So the resonance is the best way to connect with what the message is for you. The personal energy that I've been sharing is meant for you. It's almost as if it's not mine; it's yours too, and I'm meant to get the message out of me in order for you to absorb some sort of message that you are not quite able to see about you on your own. And that's my goal, is to be seen in order for you to know that it's okay to be seen. Okay, that's kind of it's like a theme today, is it's okay to be seen. It's okay to be seen. I'm just shuffling this tarot deck right now, and there's a card flipped upside down. Oh, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. It's all about perspective. It's about seeing another perspective, seeing another side to you. When you look at another person who's putting themselves out there, this is something that you need to understand about yourself, that it's okay to be seen, that you desire that the vibration of that desire is active in your field. And you're being led to the example of how to do it. You're being guided to follow that perspective. Watch it. Take a look at it. Look at it. Look at things in a little bit of a different way in order to see something about yourself and step forward. Step past the fear. Where does it come from? What is it telling you? What is my story telling you? When you see me, what are you seeing? Because everything is a mirror for you. This is your world. Everything is a mirror for you. It's all about you and your vibration. And so what is it showing you? What is it mirroring to you? What can you learn from it? Or what is the message for you? It's not about anybody else outside of you. So seeing somebody else's perspective is essentially a mirror of energy within you that you're not quite able to see on your own. So that's the start of it. That's what was flipped over, and that's what they're telling me about. And I was talking about the vlog posts that I've been doing. So if you haven't seen those and that resonates with you at all, go over and take a look. I made a playlist of the vlogs so that there's only 4 of them right now, so that you can we'll keep them separate, and you can watch those if you choose to watch those. While I'm shuffling, I'm just going to let you know that my Holy Fire Reiki 1 class at the end of this month is full now. And so if you are interested in taking the level 1 class, I did schedule another one for April too. So the link for that is in the box below. You can just go over and get whatever information that you need and make a decision based on that. Or you can email me or over on the Hawk's Nest. If you're not a member over at the Hawk's Nest on Facebook, go over there and join over there. All of the people who have taken the Reiki class they're in that group, and so you can ask questions of them. What can I expect? Why should I commit to this? Whatever questions you might have, they'll be more than happy to answer those for you over there. Level 2 class in February, there's a couple of spots left for that, and I will be scheduling soon the master class in probably March. Yeah, let's dig into what this reading is right here. I was totally vegged out on the couch, watching a show. I was watching a movie, actually. I was watching Brené Brown, the Call to Courage. And it's so right in line with everything that I've been getting, all the energy that I've been downloading, all of the messages about vulnerability and being seen and facing our fears and being brave and understanding what holds us back, why we hold ourselves back from joy, why we fear it, and plan for the worst. and not open ourselves, not open our hearts up to joy the way that we should. So if you haven't seen that, go over and watch that too. It was amazing. All right. Pull a couple cards, find out what the energy is right now, what we got going on. I do have my music on right now too. I've got the Fleetwood Mac radio station. The first song that was on was Rhiannon. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night. Wouldn't you love to love her? That's where we're starting. Okay, and the first card out is Unfinished Symphony, as I'm talking about the music. For a lot of you, there are some things going on right now. There are some things going on right now. You're coming to a completion. You're coming to the end of a cycle. You're coming to the end of a cycle, but there are things that, there are still clearings that need to happen. There are karmic energies in your life that still need to be severed. So as much as you want to push forward, as much as you want to get on to the next stage, just like a one-winged dove, sing song, sounds like she's singing. Again with the symphony, again with the music. There's some kind of karmic energy that needs to be cleared from your life that is stopping you from really singing, stopping you from speaking your truth, or you're in the process of speaking your truth. The other card that came out is To the Sea. To the sea. Lean into the water. It feels like there's something that's unsaid right now. There's something that is holding you back from fully speaking your truth, fully being the truth of you, fully being in all of your power, and understanding the depth of you. There's something that's not being said just yet. There's some sort of something that's not being said. And it's emotional. It's something definitely emotional. It's something intuitive. It's something on the feminine side of things. The feminine energy is really being anchored. I can see it in so many people. I was just watching a reading by someone that I watch on YouTube, and it's just so clear to me that she's coming more into her feminine energy and really being guided by an awakening, and by not an awakening, 'cause she's already wide awake, but within her feminine energy, like her feminine polarity is coming more into balance and more into the forefront. This transition phase that we've been going through into this new age, and this rebirth, this new birth that we're going through, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. We can feel it getting closer. We can feel it getting closer. But there is some kind of karmic completion. This number 10 right here is really standing out to me. That needs to happen first. And it's distorted masculine energy leaving as we take care of the feminine, as we take care of the wounded feminine. There's something that's being cleared in the feminine's heart, in her sacred heart, that still needs to be said in order for her to truly free herself, in order to really be in the depth of her emotions. She's teetering right now on really exposing and sharing all of herself. There's something that she's holding back. So like any mirror, what I was talking about in the first place was the videos that I was doing, the videos of just kind of revealing myself and transmuting things and just putting myself out there, and no matter what it is, no expectation, no nothing, just transmuting through the energy that's there and allowing myself to just be and to just flow. And it feels like that energy is what they're talking about here. I lost my train of thought, and they took that away. They're having me go back to those vlogs again and putting myself out there. And I forgot what totally blanked out. Totally blanked out. I got, there was something in that message alone that is what you needed, and it'll come back to me if it's important. I was talking about vulnerability. Now I'm trying to get it back, and I can't get it back because they don't want me to. There was something that I was saying in that already landed. rebirth. Something needs to be said. Something needs to be said. Okay, so that's what I was going to say. Is they're telling me the same thing. You're my mirror. I'm your mirror. This reading is for you guys. It's for me too. I'm part of the collective. And so it's almost like they're telling me that there's more that I have to say to you guys, that there is something that's been left unsaid at this point, and it's needing to be more spoken, more revealed. There's some sort of fear that holds me back, and it's probably about the twin flame stuff. It's probably about twin flame. That's what it is. Thank you. Okay. There's a lot of information that I've gotten that I'm opening up more and more to when it comes to the twin flame journey and my exploration on the twin flame journey, my personal journey. So much has shifted from the beginning until now. And I was watching MJ from Soulful Revolution before this last one too. And she's been talking about that a lot. She's been talking about the twin flame energy, the twin flame information and the scope of it and the definitions of it and the meanings of it and what it looks like and what that actually means and where it comes from and how to get to it and union and all of that. The scope of it has shifted so much. Or it's the same as it always was, and we have shifted to come into an understanding, a deeper understanding of what that actually is and what it looks like for us and what we've peeled away, knowing the things that we knew the way that we knew them to begin with. And I've talked a little bit about this before, but there's so much more that I have been coming into and that they've been showing me and I've been feeling so deeply on a quantum level about what twin flame energy is and what it's gearing us up for, really. That I haven't been, there's been some fear around talking about it. There's been some fear around doing readings around it because the energy of it is going to come out, the truth of it, the way the truth has been revealed to me over time is going to be coming out. It's going to come out in the readings because it comes through my filter. It comes through my fingerprint, my signature. It's meant to come from me for a certain reason. For those of you that resonate with me who have that same vibration, the vibration of twin flame understanding that I've kind of come into too, you've been drawn to me for the truth within that vibration, but something has held me back in just doubt in myself, doubt in the message, doubt in the energy, doubt, self-doubt. And I've been clearing through a lot of things in my life and a lot of other people's energies and a lot of other people's belief systems that I have lost myself in, and I've lost my energetic resonance with when it comes to that twin flame energy. So that being said, I am going to start talking about it a little bit more. That's what they're pushing me to do, is to talk about it more, to lay out, be the messenger for, just lay out what it is that I'm getting, lay out what it is that I understand it to be. And you guys take whatever resonates with you, build your belief system. Some of what I have seen you will resonate with and you will add that into your belief system. And some of the things over here that someone else says are going to add to that scope also. And I'm going to be learning new things as I grow and expand too. And the scope of it is way, way, way bigger than I even understand it now. But I'm going to start putting it out there. For a lot of people, it is going to trigger certain things. It's going to challenge, solar plexus. It's gonna challenge certain belief systems that you have. It's gonna challenge what you've been relying on as your baseline, as your stability, as your understanding of what twin flame energy means and what it looks like and what twin flame union and a connection is and who that is and all of that. It's gonna challenge that for you, and I am committing to continuing to be vulnerable in a vulnerable place in order to offer the space of being brave, being vulnerable yourself, and confronting fears, understanding your own resonance, and really challenging you with the things that are holding you back. There are things that you can't quite see that are holding you back. And I want more than anything, and you want more than anything, to expand. You have asked for certain things, and the universe is trying to bring them your way. And my job as a seer is to help you to see the things that you're not quite able to see in your field, and then give that information to you to integrate, to apply in your life, to help move you forward. And I am here, having gone through it myself, with the knowing that, look at what it looks like from the other side. I'm on the other side of it, or I'm in the process of getting to the other side of it. This is what it looks like. I'm not just throwing out this information willy-nilly and making things up. I'm empathically going through the experience, because that's my job, to pass on that resonance. There's nothing more resonant than having gone through it. That is resonance. That's the definition of resonance. I have the vibration of that understanding within my field. So this unfinished symphony, there is something that is going to make you deep dive into the depths of your emotional sea in order to raise you up. I'm going to get a couple of detail cards about how it is that they want me to say, what they want me to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. I ain't too proud to beg. I'll never be your beast of burden. I'll never be your beast of burden. There's a little bit of fear here about what's to come. There is this ultimate fear. Okay. There is this ultimate fear with twin flames, and I know it because I've gone through it myself many times. When someone comes in and challenges your belief system about who you think your twin flame is and what that means to you, and how tightly you hold on to that knowing, the resonance with it being attached to that person. There is resistance, and that's one of the biggest triggers, is being told it may not be that person. Or, if someone comes along and says that person is not your twin flame, there's so many of us that are just like, you cannot tell me that. You can't say that to me because only I know the depth of that. And that has always been a lesson for me in relying on my own resonance and understanding myself and coming into my own trust in my intuition and my knowing and all of that. And then throughout my journey, I've also been peeling away layers of ego and figuring out how much of that knowing was actually ego and codependency attached to it, because there was a lot of that attached to it too. There were energies of that knowing that there was some sort of purpose in that person that I believed was my twin flame, and several people told me wasn't. And then it keeps happening, and it keeps happening. And so the doubt, is it the doubt that I have here in myself that makes me doubt that that person is my twin flame? Or am I not expanding my horizons enough? Am I not expanding my perspective enough? I'm open to where that takes me then, because I know nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. It happens once. I now know that it happening once is a sign. But it happens once. Okay. It happens twice. That's a coincidence already. It happens 3 times. They're slapping me in the face with this information for some reason. I'm open to finding out what that reason is. And I keep surrendering, despite the fear that I am going to lose, that I'm going to lose that person, or I'm going to lose my own identity, the identity of me being a twin flame, because I don't know who it is. So much more information has come in that has helped me to understand all of that. And for some of you, it's super triggering. The end of a cycle, the end of a karmic cycle, and severing karmic trauma bonds. It's not easy. It is not easy. It is terrifying. It's so hard to be in the depths of our emotions, but again, everything is your mirror. Every person is your mirror. And so whether they are or they aren't, they have a major purpose in your life. They have a very powerful purpose in your life. And that purpose has been set by your intentions to achieve union. That's what you have put out there. Those are the intentions that you put out there. I want union. At the time you were putting them out there, there was also this other stuff on the end of the sentence that says, I want it to be with this person at this time and have it be like a typical relationship, and we're going to move in together and we're going to get married and we're going to have kids and we're going to have mission and blah, blah, blah. So we have all these expectations around it. But the basis of it is bring me to union. I am on a journey of expansion, twin flame expansion. 2112 on my clock. That is the time that I was born. So this is, the energy of this is birthing yourself into this new world and this new way of thinking. This new expansive place to be. They had a purpose for you. Outside of that, we have to remove the expectation of what that purpose is, because when we have this knowing that gets us to a certain place. We have this information that we were led to that gets us to a certain place. Once we get to that place, we still have that desire, that intention out there that we want to get to union. So, and the universe knows that and wants to line up with that. It wants to resonate with that, with the depth of what that really is for you. And they're trying to get you to that place. There are all these detours, though, that a lot of times our ego takes us to. And anything that's not of your highest vibration is going to come up for you to see, to get rid of, for you to see, to make space for that higher vibration to come in. A lot of times what comes in is a sign that leads us to that person who we thought was our twin flame. That person who there's this unfinished business with, this lack of closure with, really. And we think in our ego minds, in our codependent kind of really riding the twin flame journey the way that we felt safe for us from the beginning, all of us, I did the same thing too. We want it to look a certain way. And we expect that it has to happen for this reason, that those signs that are coming in are because, I asked for my highest vibrational thing, and the universe keeps bringing this person back into my realm. They keep bringing them, the awareness of them back into my realm. And so that must be it. That must be the highest vibrational thing. And it is on your path of highest vibration because there are so many lessons that are meant to be learned when you are expanding, when you are coming into a higher vibration. And so you're on the timeline of that, but these detours that take you off of, it's not linear. Our path is not linear. They're going to take us into these detours so that we can see a lot of the things that need to be shed. This person is coming back in, and what they do is they come in and they attach again, and then they get scared and then they run. They can feel your attachment on them and then they run again. Or, they plop this information, this emotional thing in your lap, and then they run and they ghost again, or they stop talking to you, or whatever it is. They were just there to mirror something for you. They were there to mirror something for you, but we attach to the expectation that, they're coming back in because now is the time when this will balance out and we will come into union. And then it doesn't happen, and it's like, okay, well, there was something else that I needed to work on, or something that they needed to work on, and then they come back in, and it could be that they are on their highest vibrational timeline too, and at the end of that timeline, you guys are meant to come together. There is this knowing sometimes inside too that this is the purpose. He is the one that will come into that energy. And it's possible that could happen and they could look so different to you that you just don't even recognize them. Or it could be that it is someone else who bears a striking resemblance to that person, could look exactly like them, except for it holds much more sacred characteristics. This other person, just past this person, holds those sacred characteristics. And very similar to that person, but minus some of the distortions, minus the emotional unavailability, minus the whatever it is. Unless you keep yourself open to whatever it is, I'm not attaching to that, I'm not attaching to that. I'm taking that power back in myself and saying, you are a powerful mirror for me right now. I have no expectation about what comes after that. You're a mirror. What is that mirroring to me? And how can I heal that within myself? Because when I heal that and when I transmute it, I ascend to the next level. I am again back on my highest vibrational timeline. The sooner I extract the lesson and the mirror energy from that, take it into myself and heal it, the sooner I am on to the next step and on to the next step. And becoming more and more balanced within myself. I'm listening to the song. You move me until the sun comes up. You move me until the sun comes up. Okay, so the sun is representative of masculine energy. And you move me. Okay, so I see these other energies. A lot of you have soulmates coming in. A lot of you are with soulmates right now. A lot of you who believe that your twin flame is a certain person. It's actually a soulmate who is meant to teach you deep, deep, major lessons to lead you to twin flame energy. Until the sun comes up. So the sun, again, is masculine energy, and I have felt very strongly that sacred masculine energy is moving into our field. It's moving into our field. I can feel it more strongly, and the more that I am vulnerable within myself and allowing the feminine, intuitive, just deeply heart-centered side of myself to show, the more I feel that masculine energy within me. I am more guided. I am more motivated. I am more creating, doing. I am creating feminine energy, but my masculine is stepping in and actually doing things about it and putting things on the calendar, and things are coming more into alignment, like in my everyday life. I can feel that masculine energy within me. It's not so hard to do. It's not so hard to see the path and to do things. And at the same time, I feel that 5-dimensional, sacred masculine energy. I just feel it so strongly. I feel it through Jesus. Jesus shows up more and more powerfully for me. Who is, to me, the divine masculine, the, anchored divine masculine energy and form, and represents that actually coming into form in our lives, into our physical lives. When I feel him so strongly, I know that that's the energy of sacred masculine in my realm. So in my energy grid, the mirror of my divine masculine energy has tapped in. So the more I work on myself and focus on myself and bring that energy back into me and rely on myself and allow that to guide me and hold my feminine energy and really stay in my emotions and allow my emotions to speak to me and to heal through me, the more I feel it so strongly that it's just there. It's just there, and I am enjoying feeling that energy present. I don't even need to see it right now. I'm just allowing myself to live right now in that sacred masculine energy that's holding this space for me to do this healing for myself. It's so supportive and so free and so just sacred, just the space that's being held for me to be me, for me to be me. so that's what that song lyric was telling me, you know, about moving out of the way for the sun. And it feels like that masculine energy is coming into my field. So anything that is not that sacred masculine energy is coming up to get out of the way. So any energies from my past that were distorted masculine energies that didn't have closure around them, or were unfinished, there's something left in that connection that wasn't closed out. There's some kind of karma there still left to be learned. There's a lesson to be learned in order to feel and come even closer to that divine masculine energy. That's coming up right now. They, you know, these past people are coming back into my field right now, and they are bringing lessons, and they're bringing insight, and I'm looking at them completely detached from any expectation of, oh, this must be the person, or that must be the person, or that must be the person. Just the person that's supposed to be there to show me whatever they need to show me right then. One of them was someone who I believed could have been a twin flame back in the beginning of my journey. And there are lessons there. It's no coincidence that he is coming into my realm, and we're kind of talking about and discussing the things that weren't discussed back then, that are clear within our energy, that needed to be brought up. We weren't mature enough. We weren't at a place where we could talk about them back then, and now we're talking about them. Does that mean that we are being guided to each other, and that it's just there's something unfinished in it? There's something unfinished in it. And it could be that, you know, it had a lot to do with doubting ourselves, and, you know, who knows? But I am not attached to the fact that, oh, this person is coming, so that must be the one. That must be the one. I am keeping my heart open to whatever it is. Whatever it is could be a major lesson and the end of a really hard cycle in my life. A really just the old version of me. This could be the final nail in the coffin to the death of the old me. So I'm open to it. I'm open to the lessons. I'm open to whatever. I'm open to however my highest vibrational manifestation is meant to look. I want that. You want that? I want that. I want to keep myself open to that. Comfort an old friend who's feeling down. That's funny, because that's essentially what he is. I mean, we were really good friends before, and it could be that there's something in his energy that's matching my energy in this breakup that I've been going through, that he has resonated with, and there's some kind of healing there for him. I'm a healer, and so there are healing codes that I have that draw other people in for that healing, and I'm in service to the collective. So either way, this is all part of our manifestation. 3333 on my recording. It's all part of my manifestation. He's come in to show me something that I have been manifesting, clearing through some kind of distortion that I had surrounding my connection with him, helps me get to whatever it is that I'm manifesting. Keeping the eye on the energy, really feeling into the energy that I feel. I feel it in my field. I feel it in my field. Feel divine masculine energy in my field, stronger and stronger. And it's what I've been manifesting. Stay open to all the information that comes in, all of it, the good and the bad, or the light and the shadow. Shadow energies are going to come into your realm. Just take them as they come, and stay open. No expectation. I'm not attaching. Right? I hope that makes sense to you. I was going to do more of a reading, but you know what? I'm going to stop the video here. Definitely became a little bit more than what I expected, but that thing that hasn't been said, that there's more to that. There's more to that twin flame energy that I have come into the understanding of, and I've planted the seeds at this point. There are seeds that have been planted that just need to be absorbed a little bit. You need to take your time with some of this information and don't resist it. If you feel resistance there, or if you feel kind of trigger energy there, that is a lot of times subconscious energy that's fighting against your expansion. There's light codes being transmitted here, and so it's going to trigger and bring up anything that needs to get out of the way of that higher vibration too. Take some time with it. Sit back and let that trigger just disperse, so let the chargedness of that trigger energy, and then come back to it. Always come back to it and just say, what was that mirroring to me? What was that mirroring to me? What was the trigger that I felt? It's usually surrounding fear. And so I was feeling some kind of fear or anger. And anger is usually an expression of fear underneath of that too. Fear of instability, fear of abandonment, fear of being misled, fear of yourself, fear of the truth, fear of pain and endings, fear of change and real shifts. Just look at it. I just challenge you to look at it and come back to it. Always come back to it. Okay? If you guys want to dig into that a little bit more, if you want to challenge yourself even more, and come to me with your trigger and just say, this is the thing that triggered you. Can you help me see what it was mirroring? Because it's not about me. It's about you. It's always about you. Bring it back into yourself. I'm just mirroring something to you. Your smile is a thin disguise. Thought by now you'd realize. There ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. So the thing that you don't want to believe in someone else, the energy that you want to put on them, I hear a lot of like false light. I've heard a lot of people talking about false light, people who are misleading, people who are projecting and things like that. I've heard a lot of that, and there's a lot of fear of false light. There's a lot of fear running through the earth right now, through the collective energy. There's so much fear of being misled and a fear of something else happening behind the scenes and being blindsided by the truth of the information, or there's a lot of fear of being misled. And if you believe anything, if I believe anything stronger than anything else, is that everything happens for a reason and everything is your mirror. Vibration is everything. And so what you see in me is a mirror for you. And it's your biggest tool. It is your biggest tool of expansion and growth for yourself. So if there is something that you're resisting, that you feel is not your truth, or it is not, you don't resonate with it, there's a lesson in that to strengthening your resolve in your own resonance, or there's resistance, there's ego resistance there because of fear of instability. There's a fear of a lot of different things, and fear will always, most of the time, appear as projecting it onto someone else, that it is them, it's their fault, they are lying, they are putting their thing on me, or blah 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 blah. A lot of that is fear. So hang in there, and I make it seem as if this is all going to be triggered, but this is so good for you. This is so good for the collective. This is so amazing for our growth. This is deeply meaningful and a hard thing for me to talk about because of the fears that I had. Because of the fear of trigger that I used to have. I don't have that fear anymore because I can see the connectivity of it, and you know, even when someone else comes to me with something that is triggered, or I turn that around back on myself and say, what is that showing me? What is that showing me? Thank you for the opportunity to see something that I wasn't seeing in myself, or that I was fearing about myself, or resonance that I needed to trust within myself. Thank you for that. I am not in a resistance space anymore. And so I hope that I can pass that, the resonance of that onto you as well. And that the courage and the bravery and the vulnerability that's sitting in the middle of that onto you guys. Okay? That's what's going to continue to keep happening on the channel. And yeah, they're leading me to that kind of twin flame information. So I'll be talking about that more moving forward here. Okay? All right. If you guys want to book a session with me, link is in the box below. If you've made it this far in the video, I want you to put a sunshine emoji down at the bottom. 3 sunshine emojis, sorry, mind, body, and spirit. And I'll pick a couple of people right there in the comments and pull a couple of cards for you just to say thank you for sticking in with me this long. I didn't plan to be on here this long, but okay. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.